Hi, I'm Sarah from Heirloom Creations, and today I have a fun little project for you. Just a sun blossom, something that you can use as an embellishment. Put a little pin on the back, put a little hair clip in it, and embellish for your favorite daughter or granddaughter. And I'm going to show you how easy these are to make. We're using a covered button, and we're layering up fabric and tulle, and then using scissors to clip, and we'll put it in the dryer to make it kind of fluff up. Okay, here's what you need to make a sun blossom. You need 6 pieces of fabric, cut anywhere from 3 to 4 inches square, depending on your finished size you desire. And then you need 6 layers of tulle. Now, we usually pull it off of those spools you get like at Hobby Lobby that are 6 inches, so we didn't take the time to cut those down. We just layered them in between the fabrics, and when we go to trim them into their shape, that's when we'll trim them down. You need a pair of shears. Now, I didn't say scissors, I said shears, because when we go to cut these, we want to be able to cut through all the layers at once. And a pair of shears means that you can get 3 to 4 fingers through the lower opening versus just a single finger hole on the top and at the bottom. So a pair of shears is ideal. I prefer the gingers. They are just the nicest way to clip through all the layers, and when I do that, you'll see the difference there. And then you need a button cover. So we're going to have an extra piece of fabric to use and cover and make a button for the center. The only sewing that you need to do on a sewing machine is to stitch a small little circle about the size of a nickel in the center of all your layers. So I pinned them all together, brought them over to the sewing machine, shortened the stitch length so I can get a nice tight little circle. You know, this does not need to be perfect. You could even free motion this. It doesn't have to really be exact. We just need to get all those layers to hold together when we're done. Look, we're done. Here's where having the pair of shears is going to come in handy. So when you actually go and just kind of chop these down to be a circle, so we're just kind of cutting off the corners. Doesn't have to be exact, but by being able to cut through all 6 layers of fabric and the 6 layers of tulle in a nice smooth edge and clip right to the tips. That's ideal for when you're actually cutting. Then we're going to take and randomly cut every ½ inch or so, right up to our stitching circle. Now notice how I'm just aligning the points to be, when they close, they're going to be right where I need to be, where to finish. And that's just going to make life really easy. And the scissors aren't coming over the top of the fabric. You know how they kind of cross when they can't cut through? That means that you don't have a pair of scissors that's strong enough to go through the layers. So don't ever force them. That kind of offsets the blades. So having a pair, these are the 8-inch Ginger scissors. If you're left-handed, they do come in a left-handed pair, and they are a true left-handed scissors. So definitely get the right ones for what you need. At this point, you got kind of a floppy little flower here. What you want to do is take all your flowers, throw them in the dryer, and let them fluff up. Or actually, first wet them, then throw them in the dryer, and then put them in with a towel, and they'll dry up, and they'll kind of fluff up into their own little blossom there. Okay, for next, we need to cover a button. So we're going to take our button cover holder, our button cover, and our piece of fabric. If you trim it down to the size of the back of the button cover package, they'll give you a little bit of a template of how small of a circle you're really needing. So you can kind of come in here and just kind of guess. That'll work. We're going to lay that right side down over the holder. Button cover goes down next into it. Now I probably have a little extra fabric here, so I'm going to just take my scissors and kind of just give it a little haircut. So that's not all trying to go into the back. Take the button cover back and kind of squish that all in there. And if you can't push it all the way down, they give you a little holder here. Press down with your fingers. You'll hear it kind of click into place, and then bring your button out. And now you're ready for, after they come out of the dryer, to hand stitch that button to your center there, and then you can add a clip or a pin to the back, whichever you want to use, and depending on where you're going to put it. So enjoy! Happy spring!